Matt Hancock, 44, sparked backlash from a celebrity. "Get me out of here," fans after he entered the Australian jungle on Wednesday night. The former health secretary, who lost the Tory whip after signing up for the show, joined singer Boy George and DJ Chris Moyles among other famous faces as this year's jungle contestants. Now, a cabinet minister has suggested Matt could be set to face a lot more hardships than he might have expected due to a potential Westminster plot to get him to do every Bush-Tucker trial. Cabinet Minister Chris Heaton-Harris told Times Radio, "There are hundreds of MPs and peers who have managed to, probably for the first time in some peers' life, download an app to vote for somebody. So I'm assuming that doesn't mean great things for Matt." However, according to The Sun, the politician is expecting a warm welcome once he gets back to the UK, as he will reportedly be hosting the launch party of his new book, Pandemic Diaries. The event is said to be taking place at the Science Museum within a week of the ITV show finishing on November 28. The reports come after Matt's entrance in the Australian jungle was condemned by viewers, who called for his removal from the lineup. COVID-19 Bereaved Families for Justice UK, a group fighting for a public inquiry into the government's handling of the pandemic, set up a petition to have Matt removed. The title of the petition read, "Reverse your decision to bring Matt Hancock onto I'm a Celebrity. His appearance will cause real pain and anguish to those of us who lost loved ones to COVID-19. The group went on to share a statement about why they decided to set up the petition. "Matt Hancock isn't a celebrity, he's the health secretary who oversaw the UK having one of the highest death tolls in the world from COVID-19 whilst breaking his own lockdown rules," it read. The fact that he is trying to cash in on his terrible legacy, rather than showing some humility or seeking to reflect on the appalling consequences of his time in government, says it all about the sort of his person he is. Families were ripped apart by Matt Hancock's actions, and turning on the TV to see him being paraded around as a joke is sickening. Famous faces also publicly lashed out at the former health secretary, with GB News host Dan Wootton saying Matt had the stomach-churning and cringeworthy realization that his frontline political career is over. Speaking during a segment on GB News, Dan said, "No leader with half a brain would publicly associate with Hancock." The news host went on to criticize Matt's response to the 2020 pandemic lockdowns and described the former health secretary as the man who took some glee in denying us of our God-given freedoms for over a year. Dan also said the Tory MP was the same man who all along was breaking those rules himself when it was revealed last year that Matt admitted to breaking social distancing guidelines while having an affair with an aide. He said, "Matt Hancock is not only a disgrace to politicians everywhere, he's a narcissistic delusionist. It's really no wonder he has convinced himself entering ITV's D-list jungle on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is an altogether altruistic pursuit." In the news segment, Dan also described how Matt's television appearance will affect his constituency. The broadcaster said, "The man is especially letting down every constituent in West Suffolk, who he will neglect for 3 weeks, chewing on kangaroo testicles down under while they suffer through an unprecedented cost of living crisis and God knows what else."